Alright guys, here we are, the last roundup. Finally. So I do want to clear things up. In the last episode I said that I hadn't the slightest idea of who did said episode. The last two episodes. Well, apparently Cindy Morrow was the one who did Family Appreciation Day. Charlotte Fullerton did Baby Cakes. And Amy King Rogers is doing the last roundup. Again, Amy King Rogers doing a song for an episode that she had no part in. She never... It's like, remember all that way back in, like, season 1, when Amy did the, earlier in the season when Kevin Rubio helped write May the Best Pet Win, or find a pet for the May the Best Pet Win? Well, he helped Charlotte Fullerton with that. Or, like, when, I think it was, like... Yeah, like the time that, Amy decided to do the, to write... What was it? It was, Over a Barrel for... I think it might have been, well, Sharing Caring song for, I think, Chris Savino's Over a Barrel. Or something like that. Yeah. So here she's doing it again, but at least the other one actually wrote a song. Anyway, we won't see another song until tomorrow, so... But yeah, let's get right on to it. Amy's episode 40 overall, the last roundup. Derp pony episode. When Ponyville's town hall's roof caves in, thanks to Derpy after she mistakenly bucked some bolts into it, and then her talking, the Ponyvillians put their faith in Applejack to help them fix it. Mostly with money. Applejack has entered the National Rodeo Competition and has promised to donate her winnings to fix Town Hall. The town sends her off with parties, fully expecting Applejack to sweep the competition. However, the day Applejack is expected to return home, her friends receive a letter simply saying, quote, "Not coming back to Ponyville, don't worry, we'll send money soon," unquote. Yeah. If you got that from your friend, you've just been like, Honestly, I would have just been like, okay, alright, I'll give you like a week. I'll give you a week. I'll give you a week. I'll just stay here. I'll wait a week. I'll wait a week. You know, if you're not here in a week, then I'm coming after you. If you get through here in a week, then whoop-de-doo, whatnot. But the rest of the main six aren't going to take it. You know. So the five friends leave Ponyville to search for Applejack, eventually finding her in Dodge Junction. Which is, where exactly? World building, yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Dodge Junction. Right outside of Appaloosa. Right there. Somewhere over, like, somewhere in here. Like that little building over my finger. Like right there. That's Dodge Junction, basically. Where are we? And she's working on a cherry orchard for Cherry Jubilee, who is now known as the pony. The girls pry Applejack about her reasons for not coming home, but she is very secretive and defensive. They think it's something that they did, but AJ just says no. And AJ's getting angry about them constantly asking her. Anyway, the next day, all five friends show up at the cherry orchard and report that they too have been hired. Insert I Love Lucy scene with them stuffing the cherries everywhere into every single place possible. Or at least, you know, harkening back to the Drake and Josh episode where they just throw the sushi on the roof and hope that it sticks and doesn't fall. Whatever. They spend their time pressing Applejack for answers, but get nothing except a bad attitude. Then comes the chimichanga. Thank you, Amy. And the friends get their hopes up when Applejack promises to tell them the truth at breakfast the next morning. But when the time comes, they find that Applejack has fled. After a high-speed chase, they catch Applejack and she spills the beans. Though she won plenty of ribbons at the rodeo, none of them were for first place. 0 first place. Second, third, fourth, 0 first. She was ashamed and couldn't face Ponyville until she'd earned some money to help fix Town Hall, so she took the cherry orchard job. The girls tell her how much they love her anyway, and that all that matters to them is that she tried her best. Here's the thing, though. During the chase, Pinkie Pie jumps onto AJ's thing, says, "How could you break a pinky promise?" AJ says, "I didn't." And Pinkie realizes, "Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you later." Rarity catch me! Flies back and Mary's like, "What, Pinkie?" They both fall off the carts. And Twan's like, "Go back after them!" And Twan's like, and Dash is just like, no, we have to get AJ. They're fine, we don't need them. They knew what they were getting into, yada yada yada. And then everyone except for Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy basically get home on the train. And Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy just going across using the push cart thing, the teeter cart, push trolley I think it's called. I don't know. Whatever that is. Pump trolley I think it's called. And they're using a pump trolley to get back home while Pinkie does her chimichurri, cherry chonga, chimichurri, chimichanga, chimichurri, cherry chonga, chimichurri, cherry chonga. A cherry chimichanga, basically. Just chimichurri chonga, Pinkie. Chimichurri chonga, that's it. Chimichurri chonga, chimichurri chonga, chimichurri chonga. Whatever. However that song goes. And AJ gets a friendship lesson. Dear Princess Lestia, it's a tad easier to be proud when you come in first than it is when you finish further back. But there's no reason to hide when you don't do as well as you'd hoped. You can't run away from your problems. Better to run to your friends and family. I'm messing that up, but whatever. That is the lesson for the last roundup. Thoughts? Once again, Amy receives major credit for this episode. This is a major episode that I loved. I loved to watch this live. That was a great episode to watch live. Now, with that in mind, everything was perfect. Everything was great. The second and third act and everything post-derpy was just like... I don't really care much about this episode. I'm still getting over the derpy thing. But then I look back on it and I say, wow, this was actually really good. You take out derpy and the episode is actually very, very enjoyable. I liked it. I think Amy did an amazing job. And with that, I have to give her a 9.2 out of 10. This was a really great episode, and I think it was one of the greatest episodes of Season 2 at this point. Now, let's talk about derpy, because I got a few minutes here. I was fortunate enough to be one of the first few people to actually see the original derpy live. The day that it came out, I turned on the television, and BAM! Dash says, "Now careful, derpy," and then derpy says, "I just don't know what went wrong," and mind gets blown. Every time she opens her mouth, every time she said something, my mind just... I'm just like, yes! Yeah! Yes! I was just celebrating. I was just like, I was speechless, then I celebrated, and then I kept watching the episode. So, yeah. I loved it! It was perfect. Fast forward through the derpocalypse, and during that point I was one of those people that were just like, why are people even bothering with this? Why? Just why? Why are you even saying that this is bad? Episode gets changed. Hasbro, this had nothing to do with you. This had nothing to do with you, Hasbro. It's like, Hasbro, this had nothing to do with you. DHX, This has nothing to do with you. Amy, yes, your son is, I'll just say, mentally challenged, and that, hopefully Soren is doing well. Yes, Amy Kimar's son Soren is the namesake for Soren. Hopefully Soren is doing well. But Amy, just because that your kid is mentally challenged and you have a way of actually feeling for the parents who said that calling her derpy and having the derp eyes and having her talk like she's mentally challenged is a bad thing, and having you listen to that, you have no part in this. All you did was write an episode that got all these comments. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't listen to them, okay? You shouldn't have listened to them. Not to say that the new Derpy was bad. I mean, that was good. That was a good reboot of Derpy. If you had to reboot Derpy, though, I think Tabitha said that she thought that Derpy was a male. I think if you had to redo the episode, just make sure that if you had to mix up Derpy's lines, just have her sound more like a girl. Just tell Tabitha, I need you to sound more like a girl. Do these lines again, but just sound more like a girl. Same accent, same everything, just more girly. That would have been my only thing. But now, technically it's water under the bridge because it's been almost a year? No, way over a year since that happened. And, yeah. So, I was in this fandom when the Derpocalypse occurred. And I survived, so, yeah, hooray. Anywho, that is it for the Derpocalypse episode Last Roundup, and that's it for the recording episodes today. Tomorrow, I will actually have this episode recorded and uploaded tomorrow. A little bit before Equestria Daily gets their post on it. The Super Speedy Sire Squeezy 6000 by M.A. Larson. Hooray! The first one to actually have a friendship lesson that says that, yeah, there is no friendship lesson. That's it for the recording part of this day. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Let me know what you guys think of the Last Roundup in the comments of this video below. Also, let me know about what you guys thought about the Derpy thing. What side were you on when it occurred? Were you even in this fandom when it happened? What are your thoughts on it? How would you react to it what would happen if a year later the thing happened? What if the Last Round was part of Season 3, not 2? Would it be like a different response in a sense? Honestly, I don't know. I think it might have just been the same thing, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what you guys would think. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. That's it for the day thing. I'm finally caught up with the Equestria Daily, and I'm even past them, basically, right now. So, tomorrow, Super Speedy Sire Squeeze 6000. I'll see you guys for that episode tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Later.